So what's happening as you're breathing this compressed air and you're going down, total pressure of the air that you are inhaling is increasing. So what's happening to the partial pressure of the air you're breathing? If this number is increasing, what's happening to them? They're increasing. Okay, so we're getting a little more oxygen, we're getting a little more nitrogen. So what? We breathe nitrogen all the time, right? I mean, it's a large component, as you said, of air. Well, what ends up happening is the nitrogen is usually going to be inert, not affecting you at standard temperature and pressure, which is like sea level. As you go down and you inhale this nitrogen, it's going to get dissolved in your blood and, course all around. It's going to get dissolved in the fluid, the interstitial fluid and the fluid around the joints and things like that. And again, that's fine when you're down in the pressure of being in the water.
So when students were learning about osmosis and how different fluids, water specifically, shifts between membranes from areas that have certain concentrations of salts, we looked at a case of giving intravenous fluid to a brain-injured patient and how if you selected the wrong type of IV fluid for that patient, it could have potentially dire consequences.
These students are freshmen,
Correct.
So they haven't been in very much clinical, just beginning exposure from the first semester. So how is that going with the case studies? I think this is a bold experiment.
I think it's going really well because I believe that the students want to see the connection. When you learn about chemistry, it's typically very abstract. It's difficult to wrap your mind around these tiny little molecules and atoms, how they act. And rather than be discrete and outside of the body, taking that information and applying it in a way that students can understand, I think allows them to make the connections that can let them learn the information.